I'm Richard Lewis reporting for Cadred.org, here with Team Dynamic, all the way from Canada, Steel and Pex, and it's Pex with the afro. Starting with you guys, collectively rather than individually, you've just beaten LDLC, which was the first real European test that you've come across, all due respect the thermal take. How does it feel to beat them?
Honestly, it feels pretty good because we heard very good comments about them. We heard that they were one of the top teams in the tournament, that they could beat almost everyone here. So we're really happy that we were able to beat them pretty good.
Oh yeah, we heard that they were at least top two. They beat Very Games recently on LAN. I mean, they're one of the teams to beat. A lot of people were giving us a lot of doubt, and I think we just overcame them and just completely dominated them and put everyone in their place.
One of the things I think that has been standing out about you guys is the character that you've shown. For example, when you were starting to lose rounds as CT on Inferno against Thermal Take, you changed it up, changed your play style, adapted, and dug deep and started picking up rounds, and the momentum came back to you. And you did that again against LDLC. Is this indicative of how much you want to win this event?
Definitely. I mean, when we get down, I mean, during practice and scrims, we can all, start yelling at each other and we'll fall apart. Yeah. But when it comes down to the LAN, when it comes down to the money, I mean, we keep our heads in the games. We're there to win. I mean, this is a boatload of cash. We're here to win it all the way.
Yeah, we're here and we're playing like the best teams in the world from around all the countries, and we realize that some teams have different play style. And that being said, we put in our mind that we cannot say to ourselves like, "Who does that? So new? What the fuck?" So we are into our mind and we say, just be ready for anything, even if it looks stupid or very risky. So sometimes at the start of the game, it gives us an idea of their play style, and then we just adapt, and we're ready to adapt.
Do you genuinely believe you can win it? I mean, honestly, hand on heart, or have you already made a kind of caveat of like saying, if we get third or fourth, we'll be happy with that?
Honestly, if we don't get first, we won't be happy.
I think top two is like SCS in finals for sure. Europe was getting a lot of hype, and everyone was talking down upon North American play style altogether, saying that we're crappy, we have no teamwork, all that jazz. And honestly, after boot camping for 2 days, we had a lot of scrims against MTW. We played Reason a couple times. I mean, I wasn't too impressed. Like, they were overhyped, I believe, the European scene. And after our matches from last night and today even, I mean, this is 100% attainable, in my opinion.
Yeah, we really want to get into finals and show that we are one of the best teams in the world, and show the community that we can fight the best European teams, even if they are teams that get paid, that have sponsors, and that put like hours, like it's a job.
Yeah. Not one of the best team in the world.
Well, it's interesting to say all that, and I'll just address this to you. You seem to have really raised your game at this event, and I think that you've probably been one of the standout performers for your team, even though it's been full of great individual moments. I mean, is that sort of a justification to all the people that criticised you when you came in for summer?
It's sort of a justification. I mean, a lot of people were giving me a lot of criticism. People said that, Sunman, he wasn't doing too great, but he's a winner, and that's a part of the reason why Dynamic had so much success. But I mean, part of it's to prove to myself that, I tell myself I'm the best. I tell everyone else I'm the best. So, I mean, I gotta kind of live up to my own word. So I have to justify it. I mean, I gotta show all my haters love, and I just play my best because I believe I am one of the best, if not the best. So.
And talking about sort of justifications, obviously yourself been dogged by cheating accusations for 5-6 years, however long it is. Dazed's best friend. Here you are at a European LAN playing against the best teams. We've established that you're playing on a non-BYOC PC using settings that are predetermined by a GUI, so you can't even alter the console command. Do you think finally it's going to put this to bed once and for all?
No. No, I mean, especially that now I'm in like a new scene where everybody like would just watch me and say, "Whoa, that's aimbot, that's too shaky," So I think that the new people who watch me might get some accusations, but if you know everything behind the history of my career, then I'd say that, you know, I don't cheat.
What about what you were saying as well, about how when you first kind of came in and played with him, he was shaking so much you could actually feel the table vibration?
Yeah, okay, we were at a LAN tournament in Montreal a month and a half ago called the ETS, and I just joined the team like a few weeks prior to it. I sat right next to Pio, and when we were like into the match, he was like intensely into the match. The table was literally shaking. I couldn't aim because he was shaking the table way too much. I was like,
we need good tables at home.
they need to be bolted to the ground. Like,
well, the final question. This is obviously your first European LAN and your first European experience. I hope it isn't the last. But what have you made of it over here so far? I mean, have you found the Europeans welcoming? Have you enjoyed it? What's your overall thoughts?
Overall thought, I'll start and you can say yours. I think that the people all around are very friendly, very nice people, honestly. Like, whatever job they got, they're always smiley and nice to you and ready to help you out. And I'm not, like, it's serious, like, it's surprising. Also, the food is very expensive, and it is very expensive to take a cab or something, so this is the negative point of it.
Yeah, a lot of the people were very welcoming, a lot of trust. For a long time we thought that the bikes weren't actually locked up, but I noticed that someone actually did lock the back tire. But everything's really expensive. I mean, I don't know what the minimum wage is here, but to buy food, it's ridiculous. But overall, people are very trusting, open, and overall nice.
And how have you found the CSS guys? I mean, you seem to have got along quite well with Very Games, who they're saying they might be playing you in the final. That's what they think. There's a bit of French love going on, a bit of Gallic brotherhood. You know, I mean, have the CSS teams been welcoming of you? Have they been a little bit suspicious and leery?
I think that most of them have been very welcoming. Especially we talked a lot with Very Games and MTW. Very nice guys. But like as you were saying, I think the fact that we both, even if it's a different one, we both speak French, so it gives that like we're a little more friendly together, and it's easy to speak. But I'm not talking for this guy, obviously.
Yeah. English Canadian.
Well, look, guys, I'm sure you've won a lot of people over in Europe with how you've played and your attitude, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the tournament. And for all the people out there at cadred.org, be sure to stay tuned to the site where we'll have more video content, more match reports, more interviews, and more photographs here from DSRack in Copenhagen.
So I'd just like to thank our manager Johnny for making this trip possible. And if anyone else wants to support us, then just contact Johnny on Team Dynamic.biz. And also thanks to Steel Series for giving us good gear. See you next time.
Cadred.org, also a charity.